it would seem that whatnot auctions are a little bit dangerous for me. Join me as we check out and see what I got. I think a perfect place to start is Timely, and also was probably one of my more complete purchases, and that is the Eternal set. I'm just going to throw one on the A-frame here. I was able to cop the Eternal set, and I am intrigued. I did see the new Marvel movie, and it kind of gave me a hankering to want a little bit more into the lore and understanding of all these characters. So when I saw this lot pop up on the Whatnot app, I bid for it, and I got it. There's various comics that are inside of it. We'll just take a look at a few of them. I want to make note while I go through this. If you see one that you did like and I didn't talk about, mention it in the comments. We can go more into depth. All right. Hopping right in here. There's about 3 different storylines, starting off with the older Eternals run. I think back in the 80s. I can be corrected in the comments if I'm wrong. This is about 12 issues. I only have 3. So if you have the rest, let's talk so I can finish it off. Let's check it out. Let's look at the front. Check out the back. Go back to that front. I really like the art on this. I always like art on comics, but this is definitely very colorful. And I'm excited to read the story on the inside. So let's pop in. Pages are a little bit yellow. Obviously not submitting this to be graded. This is a reader copy, enjoyment copy. Look at that old Oreo ad. Just flipping through. I like the blonde hair. The movie really didn't have that. The spine, not too far separated. This art right here in the corner, just yelling. Kind of funny. All right, moving on to the second book of this storyline. I really like this cover with Circe and Icarus turning into a deviant. Haven't read the story, so no spoiler alert there or anything like that. But this is definitely really cool. Can't wait to hop in, figure out the story. Check out the back. Look, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in the Power Pack. That's pretty fun. Cool. Flip through a couple pages. Also yellow, reader copy, enjoyment copy. Not going to grade this. I like the art. I like that the color's still here. Definitely an aged issue. Hopping into the final book of this, it's popping with art. I mean, look at that. The spine, though, it does have a little crack and damage, but hey, not grading it, like I said. I'm reading it for enjoyment. But this cover really caught me. Actually, in the auction, very much enjoyed it. I do find myself a little too excited to see Thor on this cover, but, that's just me. Very yellow pages. But look at that color. Look at that color. Look at the squares and everything. This is going to be a very good issue to read. Stepping away from those comics, we have our first of the updated issue, updated as of like 2006. Really like this art. Icarus with the laser beams. I do have a comparison to another run where Icarus is kind of in that, cross position for lack of better terms. Different story, but 2 awesome covers. All these covers are super, super cool with their art. Can't wait to dive into these different stories. Again, want to complete these runs. I don't think I have a full run of any of these, so that'd be great. Same thing we'll see here with that second book coming up. Now with number 2, this is where it gets interesting because I have 3 number 2s, 2 from the same storyline, just this one from this storyline, but they all have some really, really cool art. I believe they're all the variant editions. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Super excited to read this. This one's the one that's by Gaiman, and the one that I'm about to pull up here is not. And I really like this cover, because Thanos is on it. But I have 2 of these versions. So I have the one that's in cardboard and sleeve, and I have this reading ready version right here. And I'm excited to read this one and then have a copy that I can just keep in the sleeve. So that's super cool. Check out that copy. I don't want to show you all the pages. The next book, I forget that character's name, the Speedster. Really cool in the movie. I think they did her storyline really well. Not going to open this up just because I want to keep it mint as long as I can because I only have 1 copy of that. Different story, different author, I should say, but still Eternals. This is kind of an interesting cover. Didn't really excite me too much. I couldn't tell what was going on via the Whatnot auction, not going to lie. But we'll pop inside. And I open right to an Above the Influence ad and a Universal ad and to the end. But hey, got milk? Now, this issue, don't shoot me on this. I kind of liked it because it reminded me of DC's Kingdom Come cover. I just like the art style. I'm a big fan of the art. I think most people are because that's what draws them is the comics, and then you read the story to see how the art goes. Popping in here. It's definitely one of those newer comics. I don't know how to explain it, but the glossier pages, and then on the back, Queen Adam Lambert. So it's kind of a timely or timeless, I should say. This issue also really really cool art. Gets deeper into the story. I don't want to show you the story because I don't want to spoil it myself, and I also just kind of want to get the video moving along here. Next book, check this out: Golden Gate Bridge, and what was that character's name? I don't remember. Really cool. Keeping it in that poly, keeping it in that cardboard. Finally, we have Icarus and him thrown up the Rainbow Road, as it looks like, but obviously that's not the situation. We'll see what that story is. Check out the back. Joywave, what up, what up? That was more like You Can't See Me. But awesome. Cool. I'm super excited to read those storylines. Again, if you have access and you're looking to trade or sell the internal lots of those 3 storylines, let's talk. I definitely have a few comics I'm willing to let go over here to complete those runs. Moving on here, I wanted to try a few different formats in one video. I know that's kind of crazy for my first video, which I understand. Again, first video, so I'm sure the edit was weird. These comics are probably a different way, and the microphone's tilted off to the side a little bit, but it's all good. All right, moving along with that format, I'm going to try the show and tell. There's a few one-off comics in here. I did not get full sets. I promise. I actually didn't get any full sets, but there's one-offs where there's only one issue of that. This video is definitely going to be Marvel focused, and the next part will be my DC pickup, which is vastly smaller than my Marvel, which I unintentionally organized like this. But the first couple books I wanted to talk about, I got trade paperbacks. I'm a big fan of the Omnibus and the Compendium, and I just wanted to get a lot of Thor comics in one book, and that's why I picked up this Thor book. I actually picked up 6, so not much to talk about it. Obviously, I've not read it yet. This one is interesting to me, Thor, Son of Asgard. It's definitely not the same art that we're used to, whether from Donny Cates or from Michael Straczynski. I apologize. Definitely butchered his last name, but I will get better at that. Looking more. Speaking of Michael here. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm a big Thor fan. As I mentioned, I do have Stormbreaker back there, and I have Mjolnir up there. Got Thor and the World Eaters up next here. Really, really cool. I like that cover, probably out of all of them. I'm a big fan of Broken Thor or Unworthy Thor. I haven't read this yet, but I really like that look from the Sunlight and Shadows. Kind of a sad Thor. Definitely really cool. Really cool to me. And finally, this Thor. I'm very excited about the pickup because for some reason I really like Beta Ray Bill, and Beta Ray Bill is on this cover, and I'm excited to read it, dive in, probably talk about it in another video about each individual issue. That's really, really cool. Thanks for watching this video and bearing with me on the weird edits and the lighting. I'm trying my best. It was really exciting to get my first video out. I wanted to leave this little hint at what my coming videos will entail. Obviously, I have a lot to talk about. And there's also about 100 some single issues that I had before Whatnot that I would love to also chat about. So if you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. And I look forward to making more videos. And please let me know how I did and what I can do to get better. All right, I'll catch you out there.